So this is the home page of my application. The URL is there, scorecode.io at the top. And users can access using this login button, or they can choose to start a free trial. It takes them basically to the registration page where there is the sign in with Google button at the top, or they go to the login page, which also has the sign in button at the top. And it doesn't matter which way you use the login button, it works the same whether you use it from the registration or the login page. So if I go to the login with Google over there, this is so the login URL. I'm just going to copy it, command copy, and I'm going to paste it there, showing the client ID and all of that information. Okay, and so if you go over there, that is the same URL there. I don't know if I can make this bigger, then you can see more of it on this page. Okay, therefore make it bigger, even more bigger, so you can see even more of it. Okay, then after that, this is where then I will choose which account I want to log in with. I'm going to pick this one, and I will click there, and then it will confirm if you want to sign in to Skoko as public, which is my name. To create your account, Google will show your name, email, and so forth. So I can choose to cancel or confirm, and this only is the login. So at this point, we're not asking for the permissions yet for the calendar, but I will show you how to do that later. We do it in two separate steps in case someone just wants to use the Google login and don't want to integrate their calendar. And the calendar integration is later on in the application. So if they log in, they can click there, and suddenly, we collect some information about themselves. They can enter their company information, the country that they are logging in from. Let me just come pick here. I'm from South Africa there. The province in South Africa, you can pick it there, and the currency that they want to operate this account in, and then they can log in. We ask for more information about their business. This is just for our, collection of, just keeping track of who's using our software, and then how many employees they've got, and then they can continue. So in this stage, we ask them, if they're interested in a free trial, because we offer everyone who starts to create an account a free trial, and then after that, they can decide to continue with the service or not if they don't like what they see. So let me pick the cheapest one there, and then it will log you in there. We do offer a two-week free trial. So at the top, you will see that you have 1 week, 6 days left on your free trial. So over here, there's a lot that you can do. I pick the sort of the cheapest version, but obviously you can get more applications if you pick more of the higher versions. And then the next step is over here with the calendar application, and this is where you can then test the Google Calendar integration over here. Okay, so this is a test user that doesn't have that functionality. I don't allow everyone who creates an account to be able to test this because obviously it has not been approved yet. So I'm going to then log in with that different account to continue with to show you how the integration works with the Google Calendar. Okay, so the second part of the integration that I will demonstrate is integrating the Google Calendar. Like I mentioned earlier, it's separate from the login permissions because a user can technically log into our website using their Google account without wanting to integrate the calendar, and you want to have that option. So specifically, if a user comes to this point and they see their Coco calendar and they want to integrate it, then there is the option there at the top to integrate it with their Google Calendar. So I've just added this one. I thought I'll just continue with this account. So if then they integrate it over there, they will go through. Before I do that, let me just illustrate. We've got two tasks there. A task on the 13th, on the 14th, and a meeting on the 14th. And this is currently my calendar over there, which doesn't have anything on the 13th and the 14th. So basically, after we complete the integration, we just integrate the information that is available here to our Google Calendar so that the user would be able to find the reminders on their Google Calendar as well. So so if I continue then and click there, we just sort of ask for them to confirm a time zone, and then I will click that button over there. And again, so I will also then just copy this URL for this specific case. next to the other one, so that you can clearly see it. This is a bit this is a different a function that I used to code this, because this one requires special permissions, and you have to give in a lot of the scopes, which is this one was an easier one, which we just did a JavaScript integration. But this one we use the Python library with the flow to be able to integrate this Google Calendar integration. So then here I will then pick this account, and then Google has not verified this app, so this is it's a different warning from the login one, because this is now obviously an important scope, or a restricted scope, or a scope that you need to have permission for. So in this case, I'm going to then say I don't know if I should also copy that URL again, which is then if it's different from this one. I think it's it's slightly different. Okay, then so that's the second URL there that we have. Just make sure this can see it all the way there. All right, and then so I'm going to go advanced, and obviously agree to continue with it, and then over here then you get the chance to again click which permissions you want to grant Skoko. So I'll copy this URL also if it's different again. Okay, not to click on the other one, but so this is again a different URL. Then okay, let me continue back where I was. So let me continue with Skoko there. So a user can, for example, decide not to grant access. Let's say they clicked only one and they didn't grant the other one, and they said continue. You just take them back and say access not granted, try again to integrate, because we can't continue. And then if you go to the Google Calendar, nothing is integrated. So then let me try again. This time I will grant the access, and again select that one. Advanced, continue, for services. All right, done. Okay, see and edit that. So let me continue. Okay, so this time it has been granted successfully. So once it has been granted successfully, in the background, we there's a function already doing the integration. So I think if you go to the calendar already, you will see it's already integrated. It happens as soon as the grant has access. So tomorrow you must call mother and this remain in your calendar, so that you will be able to remember and not forget. And hopefully Google will also then send you the notifications when you've got that meeting that goes from 9 to 11 as you have on the Skoko software. So basically that's it. And we also have the option that the user can then click to revoke the access. But this is obviously just what happens when they revoke the access here is that it just removes from our database the access tokens that we have on their behalf. So that's all that happens. It doesn't log them out from the Google system. They will do that on their own Google system. It just sort of clears our database of. So if I click that, it just clears our database, and then it, when this checks the database, there's a conditional check there. It doesn't find the access token, then it always has the option to click again to reconnect.